I'm Francesca Kamani at the historic Churchill Downs Racecourse in Louisville, Kentucky. We are just days away from the 138th running of the Kentucky Derby, when we will find out which horse will add his name to the list of distinguished champions. But what future awaits the victor of this race, otherwise known as the Run for the Roses? Winning Post got rare access to Darley Stud to find out. Alison Miller reports.
And they're off in the Kentucky Derby. And Street Sense has roared from 19th position to first in the Derby. Hirschman tries to hold for second.
The Kentucky Derby is undoubtedly America's most important horse race, but for the select few, winning the Derby is just the beginning. A lucrative career at stud awaits the very best horses who capture the Run for the Roses, and one of those is Street Sense.
It was memorable. He was a horse that came flying up the rail and just absolutely separated himself from the field. And there are a lot of important races to be won, but there's only one Kentucky Derby. And as such, when you put that on your resume, you're going to somebody's breeding shed.
Since winning the Kentucky Derby in 2007, Street Sense was sold to Darley Stud, part of Sheikh Mohammed Al Maktoum's vast global racing and breeding operation. He now stands at Darley's Darley Farm near Lexington, less than 2 hours away from Churchill Downs.
It is wake up with a smile every day for sure. He's what I think every horse that goes into training dreams of as well. He is very busy. He'll go out first thing in the morning. If he has a mare on the books, he'll breed, and then we turn them back out. They come back in for a little bath around lunchtime, have a little lunch, be available. He's on call for a 2 or 3 o'clock session in the afternoon, and if need be, the fact that we have to wait on these mares at their beck and call, he can come back in the evening. So there's a possibility that he could be on call any one of 3 times a day. And the rest of the time he's out there in his paddock and really enjoying the good life which he so richly deserves.
The services of a stallion like Street Sense don't come cheap. His stud fee is currently $40,000 per live foal. What are some of the traits that Street Sense passes on to his offspring?
From a physical standpoint, he'd be very hard to pick apart, very imposing, very classic, has great presence to him. Lovely, lovely individual. He's a fabulous pedigree and a race record second to none. So he's one of the very few that ticks every box there is in the business we're in the stallion business.
And what are the chances that a Kentucky Derby winner will then go on to sire future Kentucky Derby winners?
Just getting there, as you know, there's 30,000 some odd foals, and to actually just get into the starting gate for the Kentucky Derby is something in itself. But if you go with statistics and history, there have been only 7 to do that in the 137 runnings of the Derby. Chances aren't real good. Street Sense is a Derby winner himself, and even though the odds are long, I'm betting that he's going to have a Derby winner himself.
Alison Miller for Winning Post in Lexington, Kentucky.
Stay with World Sport as we bring you all the action from the 138th running of the Kentucky Derby. For Winning Post, I'm Francesca Kamani at Churchill Downs.